Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be making for you San Francisco Bay Area garlic noodles, surf and turf style, with steak and shrimp right after this. Alright, before we get started with this recipe, let me show you the ingredients I'll be using. Also, in the description, I'll have a little bit about, where this noodle recipe comes from. Alright, so first off, we're going to start off by mincing up some garlic. Alright, next we're going to be cutting up some scallions, but before I do that, I'm going to sharpen up my knife. Alright, next we're going to be cutting up some ribeye and some small bite-sized pieces. Alright, I think ribeye or tenderloin will work best for this recipe because it's nice and tender. It doesn't take long to cook and it stays moist. As you can see, there is a decent amount of fat mixed in there. I'm leaving it in because it's going to add the moistness and a lot of flavor. Alright, right here I'm going in with some barbecue seasoning, a little bit of sesame oil, some soy sauce, and we'll give that a nice mix. Alright, next I'm going in with some minced garlic. I'm going to give that a nice mix. Alright, so here I'm going in with my shrimp, a little bit of sesame oil, a little bit of seasoning salt, a little bit of barbecue rub, a little bit of soy sauce, some minced garlic, giving that a nice mix. And I got my shrimp all ready to go. I got my steak all ready to go. Alright, into a preheated hot pan, I'm going in with some sesame oil. Going in with those shrimp. And I'm just going to continue to saute those until they're pretty much cooked all the way through. Alright, our shrimp are cooked through, so I'm just pulling those out. Alright, into the same pan I'm going in with my steak. And I did not clean the pan. I wanted to leave that fond that was from the shrimp. It's all going to blend together anyway, once I mix it in with the noodles. So it's just going to be additional flavor going into that steak. Alright. So I'm going to saute the steak until it's about medium. I do not want to overcook it. I want to keep it nice and moist, and I don't want to dry it out. Alright, so now I'm pulling the steak out the pan. Alright, so into a medium hot pan, I'm going in with a whole stick of butter that I cut up, and I'm just going to let that butter melt. And then once the butter melts, I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit. But before I do that, I'm going to cook off my pasta. Alright, so now I'm going into that butter with a lot of garlic. I'm probably talking about maybe at least 4 to 5 tablespoons. This is called garlic pasta or garlic noodles, so you definitely want to get a strong garlic flavor. If you don't like garlic, this dish is not for you. Alright, so I'm going to cook that garlic, not until it starts browning, but until it gets translucent. So now I just went in with my sliced scallions. Alright, so right here I'm going in with some oyster sauce. And I just did like 5 heaping tablespoons. Alright, right here I'm going in with some soy sauce. And I'm doing about 6 tablespoons. Alright, next I'm going in with about 2 splashes or maybe like 1 tablespoon of fish sauce. Maybe 2 tablespoons. And so with the garlic, the scallions, the oyster sauce, the fish sauce, the soy sauce, that's going to give it a really nice umami flavor. And umami flavors, you know, add a lot of depth to whatever dish that you're making. It's very complex. You're going to taste, you know, salty, sweet, and, you know, it's just going to add a lot of depth of flavor to this dish. Alright, like I said, this was something that was created in the San Francisco Bay Area, and it's a very popular dish. A lot of people don't know that, you know, garlic noodles was created here. They think it's like an Asian dish. Allegedly, or the rumor is, it was created by a Vietnamese woman who owned a restaurant in San Francisco. And in the San Francisco Bay Area, they tend to pair it with roasted Dungeness crab. But in this case, I'm doing it surf and turf style with steak and shrimp. But you could pair your noodles with anything that you want to pair it with chicken, lobster, whatever. Alright, so I just went in with some grated Parmesan cheese, and I know that seems a little weird or unorthodox to go into what seems to be an Asian-inspired dish, but it really works. Trust me. Alright, so right there I just went in with a little bit of pasta water that I saved, and now I'm going in with them steak and shrimp. Alright, now it's time to plate up the surf and turf garlic noodles. And right here I'm just topping it with some more grated Parmesan cheese. Right here is just, I'm topping it with some shaved scallions for garnish. Alright y'all, so here we go. Garlic noodles, Bay Area style, surf and turf style with steak and shrimp. Alright, so I just want to thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to continue to see easy to follow recipes like this. Also give a thumbs up to the video and leave a comment down below. Let me know other recipes you want to see me make. I'll catch you on the next video. God bless. Peace.